Once upon a time, in a peaceful green valley, lived a little mouse named Milo. He was smaller than the others, but his dreams were bigger than the tallest mountain. When Milo said he wanted to climb the great mountain, the other animals laughed. "You? Climb that? Impossible!" One stormy morning, a bluebird cried out in panic. A baby eagle had fallen from its high mountain nest. The valley gasped. While the others hesitated, Milo packed his tiny bag, tied on his red leaf cape, and said with a spark in his eye, "I am going." The others watched in silence as the little mouse began his big journey. Milo crossed rivers by jumping stone to stone, carefully balancing with his tail and tiny paws. On the way, he heard a soft cry. Bella the bee was trapped in a sticky web. Milo didn't hesitate. He chewed and chewed until she was free. She buzzed with joy, and Milo smiled. On his way, he saw a trembling toad stood before a wobbly bridge. He couldn't cross. Milo gently took his hand and said, "Together we can." Deep in the misty woods, he met a squirrel cried, "I'm lost." Milo looked around, then smiled. "Follow me, you're not alone." Wherever he went, he brought courage and kindness. Finally, Milo reached the steep, rocky cliff. The wind howled, the sky roared, but Milo climbed on, one tiny paw after another, because courage doesn't need size. He peeked over the edge, and there it was, the baby eagle trembling and stuck between rocks. Milo's heart filled with fire. "Hang on, I'm here!" With the storm above and rocks below, Milo tied the vine around the eagle and held on tightly. "Hold on, little one," he whispered. Suddenly, the wind changed. A great shadow flew above. Mama Eagle soared through the clouds. She saw her baby. She saw the mouse, and she bowed her head. She gently lifted her baby, then looked at Milo, and bowed her head in thanks again. When Milo returned, everyone clapped, everyone cheered. No one laughed anymore. They called him Milo the Brave. And Milo, he simply smiled, because he knew he did the right thing. You don't have to be big to be brave. Even the smallest heart can make the biggest difference, just like Milo did.